people. You already know what it is. It's your boy Tunchi, and this is YBETV. Today I got a pretty decent one. Should I get a dry van or reefer? This one gonna be pretty good. I'm definitely gonna enjoy this one. But first, we gotta pay some bills. Make sure you go to www.ybetv.org. You could go to the home page and scroll down to the bottom. You're gonna see Ask Tune. When you go to the Ask Tune portion, you can send me questions. You can send me information or whatever you want to send me, even if it's just a message saying thank you for the content. It don't really matter. Just shoot it to me from there. Otherwise, go to www.ybetv.org/shop and you can check out some of the greatest paraphernalia ever. You know what type of paraphernalia is? It's paraphernalia for you to build your company from the bottom to the top. We help you with from building your business to marketing your business to getting t-shirts. We will set it up for you. We got expedited we got so many different things on that shop page. Make sure you go stop by and purchase something if you can. Definitely it will be helpful for you and your business. Now today we talking about trailers. um Basically, if you are in the market to buy a trailer and you kind of in between, which one should I get, which one should I get? Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. I am a big fan of the Reefer trailer. Now, as far as running it for a company, if you signed on, not necessarily, unless they paying percentage. Now, if they paying percentage, definitely Reefer all the way. I'm definitely a fan of Reefer. Um, I'm gonna try to give you kind of the pros and cons. Now, one of the cons of dry van is you can only haul dry van freight, which means that you can hire like water bottles, general freight. You can haul for like Walmart, but you're gonna get the canned goods, you're gonna get the, the downy and all those things. Now on the side of the reefer, you can still haul those things, you just keep it off. But you can actually haul produce. So you can't do that with a dry van because you can't adjust the temperatures. So that's definitely one thing. So it opens you up to a whole nother lane of freight. It's certain materials like active ingredients and things that has to be kept at a certain temperature. I think I was hauling school glue once, and they said it had to stay at like 30 degrees or something like that. Or if it's really freezing outside, they say, hey, we need you to keep this at this temperature, that way it won't freeze. Or if it's really hot and you hauling ice cream, it's got to stay at what, like -10 or -5 or something in that nature. So that's definitely something to, keep your eyes open on. And from my understanding, reefer freight pays more. Yes, it pays more, but on the other side is a little bit more hands-on. Now you got to think about it. You got a load of ice cream. It's about 102 degrees outside. You rolling, and you riding, and you look in your rearview mirror, which you gonna look, and you got a thermal can, and it's got a little T right there where you can look at it in your mirror. You riding, you a mile marker 88, you rolling, and that T is lit up green, which means that reefer is smoking and it's beautiful. So you just ride, you like cool. Now you riding, you turn around, you look, and then you look back in that rear view, that T done turn yellow. You got a problem. So you pull off at the next exit, you're trying to see what's going on, you see that it's malfunctioning, and you get it on, you see the temperature then went from -10 to about -7. So you're like, okay, I'm losing temperature fast, and I gotta keep this ice cream froze. Now you gotta call dispatch, you gotta call somebody, hey, we need to locate a Thermo King or something like that. Now you find somebody that's 24 hours, they say, all right, you gotta go 25 miles out of route. You go, you sit over there, they come out, they check out the reefer. They say it's a adjudicator. I don't know. I'm just making up a part. It's an adjudicator unit. You like, what's an adjudicator unit? They like what you need. So, you get the adjudicator unit fixed. They get it in. You always made it all way down to about 8 degrees. It's still freezing, so you ain't lost the freight yet. So now they get it running and it's going back up and you going, but you lost 4 hours of your day. You done threw yourself off. So that's definitely another thing. And if you buying a trailer, you gotta fix it. So that's another thing. You can get a hole in your tank. You got to actually buy reefer fuel. You have to make sure you're paying attention to it. I would honestly say that when you're topping off your truck, top off your reefer. You know, Like you got two different settings where you could use you can actually use on the reefer. It's called what you call that psychosensory. Well, you got a load and it goes up or down 5 degrees. The reefer kicks back on and it cools it off, or heats it back up to the right temperature, and then it kind of saves you diesel. So that's a really good one to use. A lot of people, when it's really frozen goods, or if it's something like a Walmart load or fresh produce and it needs to be at 34 degrees, most of the time they want you to run it on continuous. That's what it's called, continuous, where it just runs and runs and runs and runs. But that does burn a lot of diesel. But you see the reflection in the price of the freight, so that's definitely a good thing. I say honestly, if you're buying a trailer, meaning you got your own authority, I would honestly say I would go reefer. If I'm gonna buy a trailer, I want to run reefer. But if you just getting in the game, you just getting started, you will not starve running no dry van. You can run some good, nice freight that makes really good money with a dry van. So that's definitely something you could look into. And like it's got all the same things, but the con side of the reefer, once again, you got other things that you got to think about. You got those little flaps that hang down at the top. It's like I don't know exactly what they for, but I know that if they come down, you got to get them fixed. It's just, and then some of the reefer trailers, they got the grooves in the middle, like of the steel is like grooves. Well, you could just get a broom and sweep out what you call it, a dry van. You could just get you a push broom, get in there, sweep it out. You need to get that load done. You cool. But when it comes to a reefer trailer, you most likely got to go get a washout, which means that takes you out of route. You got to go get it clean. And those grooves, it gets a lot of dirt in them. So, like, you might go to a factory and there be little steel pieces in there, little steel bits in there. Now, with a dry van, you sweep on them little steel pieces out, you good to go. But with that reefer, with them grooves, you might as well go ahead and get that washed out. Because if you go in there and you thinking you about to go pick up some turkey meat from Johnson, from Tyson, they gonna turn you around. They gonna be like, man, listen, I see a nail right here and I see this right here. It's no way we gonna take that. Matter of fact, if you come back in and check in, we want to see a washout ticket. So that's definitely something to think about. But it definitely can be worth the reward. But if you one of the people that don't like the hassle and you like, what, the money is good enough for me, go for it. Definitely go for it and get you a dry van. There's nothing wrong with that. So that's really me telling you which one to get, dry van or a reefer trailer. You already know it is your boy Tunchi once again signing off. And if you don't want to end up in a box, think outside of it. YB.